You are looking live at Sport-O-Rama in Monsey, New York, where the New Jersey Rockets are getting set to take on the Ramapo Saints. Joe Rizzo bringing you the action here on YouTube. Ariellis Marklin in the goal to our right. Natalia Peterson will defend the goal to the left. Liftoff, period one. Rockets in black. Redmond comes down and fires it. She's on the right point. Grace Matone on the left. It comes all the way back to the defensive end. Cici Nieves, who started it at center, picks it up to Francesca Hansen toward the right wing. She can't handle it. And it goes back to Rachel Ryder on D. Hansen, one shot! Oh, it went just wide. Ryder got a piece of it. Hope Menichello starts on the left wing. Here come the Saints. Wilkin, centering feed. There's an unnamed 15 over there. We'll try to get her name for you if we can. Luzon saw it go out, but they don't call the offside. I have the perfect view of that from over here. They battle for it in front of the Rocket bench. It's eventually picked up and sent out by Hansen. Ryder's going to bring it in. She gets stripped as she heads to the blue line. Tuttle sends it in just offside. Rockets wearing the road black jerseys. They have red trim on the shoulders, red numerals outlined by white on both the back and the sleeves. Their names are at the bottoms of their jerseys. The Saints in the home white with navy pants and royal trim, navy blue numbers. They have the names at the top, often obscured by long hair, ponytails, or other hair wear that sometimes obscures the names. But I know some of them, and I'll be as fair to both sides as I can because I know we have a lot of the Saints family watching as well, and we're glad that you're doing it. Some familiar faces for sure, for many reasons, on both sides for me. And it's a pleasure to do this game on a Saturday night in New York. Tuttle drops it for Schwechter. I'll try to get that one right. I'll have a good look. 66. And Ariellis Marklin with her first save of the game. I don't think that the scoreboard will be handling shots today, so that will be up to the observer. Nieves on the dot. Menichello in the slot along with Redmond. That one just goes right at Marklin, who covers it up. She gets the start tonight. Back in the nets, Emma Lacey was the goaltender on Friday night as Nieves wins the faceoff. Matone reverses it. This is her first game against her old team, and she sends it up to Hope Menichello. Menichello gains the line on the left side. Wrist shot goes wide of Peterson along the dasher on the right side. Redmond picks it up. It's chipped out. That puck is going to have to die or it's going to be an icing. Ref waves it off, not sure why. Everybody was hustling after the puck, and it had plenty of its own volition to make it over the line, but if the ref says it, that's the call. Hansen will move it out up the wing on the far side. It comes back to Ryder. She tries to get through one, can't do it. Menichello was there. Miller picks it up, sends it to Wilkin on the near side wing. Luzon will power it in from the right point and hustle off for a change. Redmond uses the body to win the battle and skates it out. Wilkin bumped off of Menichello right there. Ulrich is going to hustle it up. Menichello grabs it as it was poked away by Altman. She waits for Ulrich to get back on side. Izzy Cook streaking to the net. Izzy Cook is down low if she could get it there. Couldn't get it through traffic, but forced the defense to peel off and allowed the Rockets to gain a possession. Menichello hustles off and Rizzo jumps on for the left wing. It goes all the way down. This one will be an icing as Aaron Bruno slams on the brakes and decides to let the ref go the rest of the way to get it himself. Aaron, if you want to curry favor, you might want to stop and pick that puck up for the ref. You're not going to find a nicer kid than number 16 in black. She stick taps with Lauren Fox, the left point. Grace Ulrich in the slot. Isabel Cook was on the dot, rather. Isabel Cook was in the slot. Luisa Rizzo on the left wing. It comes out to the far side as the Saints win it. They move it out of the zone under pressure. Tuttle's going to get this one in. Chips it past Fox. She's got Schwechter in the middle. One shot on the rebound. Marklin gets it. Got it with the right pad. Shoveled in front, and they score. Marklin was prone, she lost the stick. There were 4 Rockets down low, but none of them could get to the puck in time, and the Saints take a 1-0 lead with 13:28 left in period 1. Number 66 gets the goal as it came to the near side of the crease, and she was able to tap it in. Schlechtweg, she gives Menachillo a whack because she was right behind the ref, so Menachillo will come back, take a shot, rebound off the pad, save is covered up now on the second chance by Peterson. Peterson wore the Rockets jersey a few years ago and has moved on to the Saints, I believe, for her 3rd season now at Ramapo. Menachillo tried to fire one in off the face-off by Nieves. It comes toward the dasher on the far side, and Nieves sweeps it through the slot. Hansen on the other side grabs it for a moment. Hansen at the top of the circle, can't corral it. Altman banks it toward her bench, and it's sent back down. Let's see if this is an icing, and it is. Some of these icings have been pretty close. Matone and McNulty, they looked like from afar giving pushing and shoving, but that's old buddies right there instead. The opposite of ill will, former teammates and good friends enjoying the competition tonight. Saints already out to a 1-0 lead here. Let's see if the Rockets can pick it up. They're coming off a 5-0 loss to the Colonials on Friday night. It's easily their most disappointing performance of what has been a season full of good ones so far. Izzy Cook up the left wing, got it in, now knocks away the clearing attempt once, but couldn't do it twice. Wilkins going to grab it off the half boards, send it in, and change. 3 Rockets are back, 1 in pursuit on the Saints is Luzon. Now she won't get to it. It's bunted off of a stick, but not held. Ulrich in a foot race with Ryder. Ryder's going to win, at least to get to the puck. And eventually possession comes to Fox. Left point, wrist shot. Glove saved by Peterson. And Connolly was in front trying to redirect that down. If Haley got the stick on that, she might well have redirected that one in. Nevertheless, it's a face-off in the offensive zone with 11:55 left in period 1 from frigid Sport-O-Rama, rink 1. You get some good vantage points here. The other rink has what I call the perch, right over the scorer's table. It requires the streamer to climb a ladder. Menachillo will negotiate down low. Backhander, Peterson saves it with the pad, rebounds loose, stuff shot, she makes it with the right pad this time. So a left pad save to start, a right pad save to finish, and a clearing by her defense to end the sequence. Altman sends it opposite side and regains it in front of her own bench. Now upright to the middle. Tuttle's going to try to step into it, but Bruno's going to grab that. They'll get just out of picture here below the blue line, so we'll sacrifice that to give you a better picture and a smoother change as the puck moves up and down the ice. You're not really going to see a game won or lost directly below from where I am here. So Matone is going to pick this one up first, chip it toward the point. Schlechtweg, or Schlechtweg. They have a Schoenbach and a Schlechtweg. Schlechtweg was the one with the goal. So there you go, Schlechtwegs. I'm even trying the German pronunciation for you. That's not my strong suit. Although at points in my life I've been fortunate enough to own German automobiles, which, oh boy, I love those very much. Battled for behind the end line on the near side, and eventually Menachillo chips it out for a shrieking Ulrich. It's battled for in neutral ice. Menachillo's going to get that one. Tries to get through to the middle, was either looking for room or looking for Ulrich, and Found neither. Ulrich reverses it. Oh, she's looking for Rizzo streaking in. Somebody got a piece to keep it onside. Rizzo's going to get to it first. Curl around the net. Passes it to herself off the boards. Now sends it to Ulrich, who leaves it for Matone, who tries to send it back down low. But it gets through one, and it's brought out and up by the Saints. Centering feed by Wetzel. McNulty in front. Didn't quite get the good wood on it because Matone got a piece of the stick at the last possible moment. McNulty down low, battling for it. It's going to come out the far side wing, chipped forward and out by Connolly. Ulrich is going to pick it up in front of her own bench. Rizzo's there 1-on-5. She'll skate it along the line. Lazan will give her a little room, and Rizzo sends it down so the 4 Rockets behind her can change. Miller, Luzon, 15, don't have a name. She trips and falls over there, so the Rockets could have numbers if they hustle out. Nieves tries to get it out. Miller keeps it in, and Fox will go behind her own net to corral it. Lauren Fox, Francesca Hansen, stick working it out over there. It's kept in just barely by McNulty. It's just straddling the line, that puck. McNulty's going to try to skate it into the middle, sends it at Markland, and Arialis lets it go wide. Schlechtveg, she has the goal, and she was looking to create more offense over there, but nothing was happening. Ryder, she's going to pick it up through neutral ice, and the lefty will skate it into the zone. Gets a tap from Schoenbach. Schoenbach collides with Bruno, but Menichello is going to try to get off to the races. She's got a trailer. It's Hansen. Backhander, pass to Hansen. Tootie's got it low, shoots! And Peterson with the glove save and holds on. Menichello got all the way through. She was 1-on-2. She drew the defender over. Made a beautiful blind backhand pass. Now she's going to march right to the net. Made a beautiful blind backhand pass to Hansen, who got off the first shot almost and the second shot for real, and Peterson made a good glove save. Between the points, Redmond lets it rip, redirected in front and goes just wide. That was Ryder who got the stick on it. Schlechtveg tipped in the middle by Schoenbach, who puts on the brakes and heads off for a change. Battled for it in neutral ice. Menichello looking for it. All 5 Saints in one spot. Somebody lost a neck guard. Let's see who that is eventually. One of the players will pick it up. Altman. She's going to skate it through one. Picked off by Cook. Here's Izzy. Wrist shot. Score! Izzy Cook picks it off of Altman's stick. Marches in. And she shoots to get her first goal. As a member of this Rockets team, it's 1-1 with 7:14 left in the first period. Cookie looked strong in the game against the Colonials on Friday night. Despite the lopsided score, she seems to be coming around, and it's her first goal as a member of this unit. She's been with the Rockets before, but that's her first of the season. And it was a grand play, picking it off the stick of the potent Altman and walking in and beating Peterson with a nasty wrist shot from the dot in the left circle at the glove side. What a goal, Izzy Cook. Altman will skate it in now, and you can see how adept a skate she is. A confusing shot. Markland was moving one way, kicked out the right pad, and got enough of it to keep it 1-1. Saints were moving it well, but the Rockets have stalled them out a little bit and got them on their heels. Altman's going to pick this up. There's a couple of C's out there. Kept in by Bruno at the point. She's trying to beat Luzon for it. Nieves wrist shot right in the breadbasket. Peterson stops it with the Saints logo in the middle of the front of her jersey and throws the glove on there before it could hit the ice for a stoppage of play. Luzon is going to go off for the hooking penalty. So the Rockets now have tied it 1-1, and they'll get their first power play of the game. Nieves on the dot, Menichello in the slot, Hansen on the near side boards. Fox at the left point will get it there. She'll look between the points for Bruno, who's going to march it over to the right point. fake and now chip it in for Menichello. Menichello looking to send it toward the middle. She'll try to get by Ryder. Gets shrugged there, but still maintaining the puck. Draws another defender, goes to Bruno at the point, and plays catch with her. Now to the middle, between the points. Fox is going to try to negotiate it in. Save with the right skate there by Ryder, and she corralled it, but sent it up, not out. This one will get out. Icing in effect in all situations, but that one was tipped, and it didn't have enough juice to get over the end line by itself. So Bruno will hustle it out, tip it by Hansen at the midpoint of the ice. Wrist shot by Nieves, steered aside by Peterson, who leaves it for Tuttle. Tuttle curls, picks it up, and goes to the far side boards, banks it off there, and it's chipped out. They'll change a couple. Up front will the Saints. Matone. She is familiar with this ice surface, and this was a big one for 89 tonight. Redmond will reverse it to the far side. Ulrich will chip it in between the legs. Ryder's going to pick this up. Looking for some open ice. Gets through a couple here. And she's going to kill it off down to 31. But Matone stepped in. Here comes Grace. She's got Rizzo with her. She's going to stay in and pursue it as Ulrich mans the point. Ulrich sends it down low. That's Cook. She exchanges with Ulrich at the half boards. Ulrich negotiates around one, can't get through the second. They'll feed the point. Matone is going to walk it down. Matone will go down low. Ulrich shrugs off Miller. It's a puck battle there. Cook gets it. Cook with the stuff shot. One save. A second shot by Ulrich in the right pad save. Out of the penalty box is the one player, and the one she exchanged for was Schoenbach, who had a breakaway that was stopped by Markland. Backhander in front. No shot got off, but the Saints quickly have turned it around after they killed off the penalty. Izzy Cook will break out with Grace Ulrich and Luisa Rizzo. Cookie up the left wing will dump it as Wetzel was there, and Cook will turn and peel off. They're celebrating in the bayou as Isabel Cook has tied the game. Near side, Saints bring it in. Bruno nullifies a centering feed, but eventually they get it through there. Tuttle gets it picked off by Fox. Lauren Fox up the boards on the near side. Altman picked it up, turned it around, ping-ponged around with Nieves. McNulty trying to hustle in there, but Bruno got it. Bruno's clearing attempt is picked off by Tuttle at the left point, and she'll send it down, follow it. Loses the stick off the body by Fox. Rizzo's going to bring this one out, send it onto Menichello's tape, and the passing it's a complete different game for the Rockets already tonight. You could see it. Those passes simply were not connecting tape to tape last night, and tonight they are. It's a big difference here. Centering feed knocked away by Hansen, who feeds Menichello, who's one-on-one with Ryder. Menichello right down the middle. She'll get by one. She'll try to make the backhand move, but Peterson poked it away. Menichello got down low. She often negotiates that move, but she couldn't quite get it through the goaltender, who used the stick to get it away. Hansen with the backhander goes just wide, or it might have hit a pad. Feeds Redmond between the points, and her shot might have hit somebody and deflected wide. Hansen's going to get it. She's got some time and space. Sends it to the middle, was looking for Menichello, couldn't get the redirection. Nieves tries to center it, and it hits off of a shin pad, and the Saints will hustle out. Wilkin was the one who knocked that away. Hansen has Menichello with her. She's got Ryder pursuing. Leaves it for Menichello. Here's Hope. Wrist shot. Save. No rebound. Francesca Hansen and Hope Menichello creating some offense right there and putting the pressure on the Saints. 1-1 with 1:57 left in period one from icy Sport-O-Rama. I mean, when I tell you, I have a 747 blowing freezing air right into my head. It's got to be the coldest spot in the rink right here where I am. And I'm grateful to be here. Connolly steps up to knock that one away for a moment, but Tuttle picks it up as the trailer and sends it in. Under 100 seconds now, period one. It's a good one. 1-1, Rockets and Saints. Connolly's clear attempt got picked off. It's kept in and now brought out by the Saints. Rizzo 1-on-2 with Tuttle and Ryder. She's trying to get to a certain part of the ice and Tuttle just gets in her way. That's what you call interference, but the referee right there didn't seem to want to buy it. Ryder, she's going to drop that one for Schoenbach, who sends it toward the net. Markland saw it, stopped it, and covered it. 66 seconds left, period one. Rockets and Saints 1-1. 66 for the Saints, 23 for the Rockets. Their goal scorers, both even strength. Saints win the face-off. Wrist shot, Markland saved, no rebound. Luzon was in front, looking to pounce on that one. But Markland never gave her a chance. Face-off to Markland's right. Nieves in a battle for it. Nieves has a piece of it. Nieves will hustle after it, chip it up the boards. Wilkin had it for a moment. Hansen fights for it, and Minichello helps her win it. They get it out of the zone. Saints get it out. They'll try to get it back in, and they do just that. Bruno got enough on that to get it out. Hansen picks off one pass. Hansen just had it a step away. And Wetzel was able to pick it up. Oh, there's a check right there by Wilkins. She just stepped into Bruno with the elbow. No call, and then she pushes her again. Bruno getting tossed around the ice with a check and a rough, and just no call right there. So if they're going to play it like that, the Rockets will certainly be glad to pick up the physical part of the game. And when I say they, I mean if the refs are going to let the physical part go, then the Rockets can pick up their physical play. They'll be glad to do that. Whistle and a stoppage of play with 3.7 seconds left in the first period on the offside. Face-off will be to the closest dot to us on the screen. Rockets just have to make sure that the Saints don't get a free entry into the zone here, and they'll end the period just like that. So that'll do it for the first. 1-1 Rockets and the Ramapo Saints after one. Markland and Peterson, the goalies, they've had a lot of work so far, have both. And we'll try to give you a little view of some of the crowd here. There's a one side. And down low over here, some familiar faces who either know or don't know that they're on camera. Oh, look, there's Coach Paul. You know, that reminds me of an interesting story. Yeah, which I'm not going to tell. That was for you, Coach Paul. So the Rockets gather round in front of the visitors' bench in rink one. Coach Jeremy Jacobus leaning into them, so he's kind of out of view from where we are. Maybe you could make him out. Coach Jeremy Jacobus. Flanked on the bench by a couple of players that have their uniforms and their helmets on but are unavailable for ice tonight. That's PJ Jacobus and Kirsty Comercar. So we're hoping to have them back into the lineup as soon as possible. But for this one and for last night, not an option, so their teammates will pick them up. Steve Tuttle running the Saints bench to your left. Bob Connolly at the door, closest to the penalty box. Mike Cook at the door closest to the goal, where Natalia Peterson will now defend on our right on YouTube. And Arialis Markland will go and cover the net on our left. Ulrich will start it out with Connolly and Cook. Matone and Redmond on D. Liftoff, period 2. Rockets and Saints 1-1 from Sport-O-Rama in Monsey, New York. Rockets will get it down low. Cook, she's got one, looking for another there. Ulrich, she's going to pick this one up in the corner, tries to center it. McNulty steps in and picks it off. She was looking for Redmond maybe coming down the slot, but didn't connect on the pass. Cook, she'll backhand it in, then let Ulrich do the chasing. Miller reverses it, but Cook's going to pick this one right off of her, try to get it in possession. Connolly's there. McNulty swatted forward by Connolly. Miller's going to be the one to get it out. Matone touched it. Redmond will hustle back under pressure of McNulty. Connolly for Ulrich. That is going to be an icing, and it went through Ulrich's wicket. She was trying to turn and see if she could receive that pass sort of blindly on the backhand. I'll call it a good gamble because she would have had a pretty clean one-on-one zone entry if she did. And the Rockets will change it up. Nieves with Hansen and Minichello. She'll jump in to the face-off dot, we'll CC. Fox and Bruno on D. Wetzel and Altman for the defense pair for the Saints. Brought in by Minichello, 3-on-3. Luzon gets her from behind, but can't get the puck away from her. Hope still with it. She'll go around the circle. Hope looking. Wrist shot. Save Peterson, and she covers. I don't even know if she covered. I don't think the puck even hit the ice. I think she got it in the logo and never let it hit the ice. Nieves lost the face-off, but got a little help because she tied up the player who was trying to win the face-off. Sent through the crease, but nobody there. Bruno will get it down low. Hard bank, backhand shot. Can't get it. It's loose in front, and a Saint gets a stick on it and knocks it away. Saints clear it out. Fox retreats all the way into her own end. Wilkin can't get it through. Hansen chipped it up. It's Werfel. I've been saying Wenzel. It's Werfel. Sorry, Werfels. But boy, that was a good Heisman year for Danny. Nieves over toward the middle. Hansen picked it off. She's got to get onside. She does. Good hustle by Hansen. Good footwork. Battled for there. Schoenbach and Hansen. Now Bruno gets tripped right there. Looking for the arm up. No arm. Schoenbach with the hit, and they're going to call that one. That's just about 5 too many right there, finally. And the Rockets will finally get the power play on that one. Boy, they could have called about 5 of those before they finally do. And even at the end, the one that they actually call on Schoenbach was probably not the worst offensive of all that kind of took place in the sequence. The bigger player bumps the smaller player at the line, but she didn't hold up quite enough. So the Rockets on the power play. Ulrich on the dot. Cook on the near side boards. Rizzo in the slot. Redmond and Matone cheat up. Face off won by the Saints, but the clearing attempt goes nowhere. Ulrich down low. Ulrich trying to get it down low for Rizzo. Rizzo comes to get it. Redmond between the points. Redmond rips one. Redirected. Rizzo pounds out it in front. Oh, she just was trying to get the backhand. They're going to draw. It's going to be a 5-on-3. Rizzo got tripped. She draws the penalty by Miller, and it's going to be a 5-on-3 for 1:42. Miller hauled down Rizzo behind the net. 5-on-3 for 1:42 in period 2, 1-1. Rockets with a golden opportunity here against the Saints. Tuttle will jump off. Altman will jump on. Wilkin will take the face-off. So they go with 1 forward and 2 D, as you probably would expect in a 5-on-3 situation. Matone right down the... Score! Grace Matone! Matone with the power play goal! And she gives the Rockets a 2-1 lead with 14:09 left in period 2. That's a big one for Grace Matone. And her teammates know it. The former Saint has put the Rockets up 2-1. One will exit the penalty box. That's Schoenbach. So it's still 5-on-4 for the Rockets for 1:51 as Hansen comes in. Here's Tootie. Goes to the point for Kira Redmond. Redmond, Hansen at the half boards. Hansen goes between the points for Matone. Matone back to Hansen. Matone, Hansen, it goes out. Redmond trying to save it, and she does. McNulty was looking for the shorthanded break, and she was about a millimeter from it. Redmond across to Menichello. She'll handle toward the front. Loses it there, but Matone backhands it in deep. Nieves behind the net. Nieves to Menichello as the Rockets will set up with 1:10 left in the 5-on-4. They scored on the 5-on-3. It was Grace Matone. Here's Redmond. Over to Matone. The lefty's going to turn, try to get it toward the middle. Gains 1. Can't get it past the second. Needs a little help from Hansen. And Wilkin will just bunt it out deftly. I think it's going to slow up and not be an icing, but I'm wrong. And it does. So the Rockets with 47 seconds left in the 5-on-4. The unit that's going out there is doing a quick huddle with Coach Jacobus. And it's going to be Ulrich, Rizzo, and Connolly up front. Ulrich will take the face-off, Rizzo in the slot, Connolly on the near side boards, Bruno on the right point, Fox between the points. Face-off is won by the Saints. Werfel battling for it, but 2 Rockets there. Tuttle comes in late. Tuttle wins it away. Bruno had to retreat off of the point, and the Rockets clear the zone. Whistle on the stoppage. There's going to be a slash. Ulrich's going to go off of the slash. That's going to nullify the final 33 of the power play. So the Saints with a big break there. Grace Ulrich with the slash. That'll take the face-off down to the circle to Markland's stick side, and it'll be 4-on-4 hockey for 33 seconds, and then 1:27 of power play time for the Saints. That'll be their first power play of the game. Connolly and Rizzo up front killing it off. Fox and Bruno, well, not killing it off, it's 4-on-4. Connolly hustling over there to force Altman to send it at the net, and Taylor Altman does that. Markland got the save. It's over the end line on the far side. Tuttle looking, still looking. No Rocket pursuing her. That's not Tuttle, that's 15. Tuttle's in front. So 15, the nameless player, I don't know, still spinning around. Tuttle centers it in front, but Bruno's going to pick that off. Connolly's going to tip it, so there's no icing. And that is a power play in full effect for the Saints. Rizzo sent it in. She got it past Werfel, but Tuttle was back there. Sent through the middle. 15-19, knocked away by Rizzo. Nieves is there. Sent toward the bench, but not out. Nieves is going to hustle back. She's under pressure from Tuttle. She'll skate it around the back of the net. She has Rizzo up front. It was touched by somebody over there, and he says no icing. Rizzo will hustle off. Cook will hustle on. Cookie's got her legs tonight. This is so far a different Isabel Cook that we've seen the last couple of nights. She's maybe starting to feel comfortable. Cookie, shorthanded, tries to get it through Ryder, but can't quite do that. Ryder is going to chip it off the boards on the far side with 27 seconds left in the power play for the Saints. Centering feed rebuffed by Matone. Battled for along the end boards on the far side and batted out enough by Redmond to clear the zone. Miller, she'll turn and hit Wilkin. Wilkin will skate it in and cut toward the middle. Wrist shot, save, rebounds there. It's loose and Markland covers it. That one came up high on Markland. She couldn't quite get it in with the trapper. She caught enough of the puck with the heel of the catching glove.
and was able to control it and keep her posture, keep the puck in front of her. 2-1 Rockets. They have 4 seconds left to kill off. Hansen's going to take the face-off. She's got Menichello with her. Hansen wins the face-off, gets tied up a little bit there. Miller tried to send it at the net, but sent it across the ice. Hansen tips it forward for Ulrich. She's 1-on-2, but tries to center it for Hansen. Oh man, Ulrich was looking for Hansen. She tried to curl it around her, but couldn't. Ryder's going to pick it up. She's going to hustle it in. Wrist shot. Tried to get the goalie moving in the opposite direction, but Markland stood her ground and made the save. Luzon sends it through traffic, but it doesn't get all the way through. Ulrich's going to pick that one up, get it through Wilkin. Redmond up to Menichello. She's going to skate it through center. 1-on-4, gets bumped from behind. Still has it for a moment. She got it through almost the whole team. Menichello bumps Luzon, didn't realize the puck was right there, sent it in. Hansen's going to hustle after it. Menichello picks it off at the point. Luzon gets it back, sends it down. No icing. It was touched by a Rocket right there. Wilkin might be the first to get there. Matone's going to have to cut her off after she gets it. Centering feed. It's loose. Schoenbach trying to hit it. Never got through. A Rocket never let her get it. Bruno stood her up. Werfel fires it wide. Saints are going to go on a power play here. Let's see if Peterson gets off. She's staying her ground. Menichello gets possession, and that blows the whistle dead. Rockets are going to be shorthanded again here now. Coach Jacobus upset because he saw one of his players get hit in the helmet, and it looks like Hansen's going for the cross chest, but difficult to see from here. Maybe you could catch it on the replay. Coach Jacobus emphatically upset that his player was getting hit in the helmet. And that's usually a zero tolerance for referees if they see it. So Saints on the power play again. They had 87 seconds as they get one shot. 87 seconds of the power play moments ago. Wrist shot off the post, but not the dangerous part of it. Bruno battling 1-on-2, can't win it. Centering feed, down low alone, wrist shot, Markland save, and there's a whistle. Somebody's down in front. All the players from both teams gathering there. And Markland did cover it up. I was looking for another signal, but none came. Nieves and Connolly killing it off up front. Fox and Bruno on the back. Stretdrag with it. She goes down low. They try to get around Fox. That's the number 15 player. Down low. Actually, that's Tuttle. Whistle, and the play is stopped. I didn't see a puck get covered, but maybe it was just my vantage point where I could see it. 1:23 left in the power play for the Saints. The Rockets lead at 2-1. They spotted the Saints the first goal, and they've rebounded with a couple. Izzy Cook and Grace Matone, the scorers. Cook out there in the slot now, defending with Grace Ulrich, the other forward, killing it off. Redmond's going to pick this up, chips it forward. Cook is going to break out with Ulrich. Here's Izzy Cook, over to Grace Ulrich. She will sweep it through the slot to the other side and kill off a little more time. There's 70 seconds left to kill in the penalty for the Rockets. Hansen in the box for the moment, but hoping to get out with the Rockets unscathed. So far, so good. Cook and Matone combine to force the turnover and force Ryder to retreat. Ryder banks it up the boards. Matone's going to step in, bat it forward. Ulrich's got a little room. She's going to skate it to the slot. Wrist shot goes off of Ryder's knee pad and wide. Redmond will sweep it toward the opposite side, and the Rockets maintaining some offensive possession here during the penalty kill. Redmond will hustle back. She'll get there first. She's got a little room. Gets it, the stick up high over there. Boy, a lot of stick work going on. A lot of stick work here. And that one shielded by Cook, allowing the puck to go out. Cook and Nieves still up front with 11 seconds now. They won't let the zone entry even happen. Here comes Cookie, sees an open spot, sends it in, hustles off for a change. That's going to kill off the penalty. Hanson jumps back on and jumps right into the play. She's going to pick that one off. Hanson picks it off, sends it down forward, hits into Ryder, her former teammate. Ryder getting up gingerly there and skating off under her own power. Wilkin will hold it, waiting and waiting for her teammate to get onside. She does. Good job by Wilkin maintaining possession there, but they still can't get it in. Luzon sends it in now, and of all people, Wilkin was offside. So a whistle and a stoppage of play. Hectic, nonstop action in a good game on a Saturday night. There's a lot going on in sports. If you're a college football fan, you saw the Tennessee Volunteers knock off Alabama and take the goalposts all the way to the street or the river or wherever the heck they go in Knoxville. If you're a baseball fan, you've seen the Phillies eliminate the Braves, and if somebody could get me an update on the scoreless Mariner-Astro game, I could tell you about that. And the Yankees are playing the Guardians. That one's shot and a whistle blown right there as the net comes off its moorings. The Yankees were losing early. I think I might have seen a message that they're now winning. Now they're winning. Gracias, Alvaro. Senor Nieves with the update. So the Yankees were down, and the doom and gloom seekers were joyous, but now the Yankees are up, and there you go. And there might be an Anthony Rizzo shirt on somebody right now. 3 layers under the frozen shell. Rockets win the face-off thanks to good shielding by Hanson and good stick work by Menichello, who brings it in. Hope gets through. Looked like it was offside, and they call it. Yeah, Hope just took one little extra step and didn't quite get the stick and the puck over the line. Hanson thought she was going in. Whistle in the offside. Leaves 6:35 left, period 2. 2-1 Rockets. They've had a few power plays. They've killed off a few penalties. They scored on a 5-on-3, Grace Matone. They scored even strength. Izzy Cook with a pretty one. Ulrich with Rizzo and Connolly the wings. Redmond and Werfel battle for it along the boards on the near side. And eventually it's one down low, wraparound attempt. It's going to be another penalty on the Rockets once Redmond touches it. This time Peterson was flying like a dervish to get to the bench. Last delayed penalty, she didn't move. Coach Jacobus talking about how it's a very late call. He's quite right, but it's not going to change the call, and it's a call on Redmond. It looked like for maybe roughing or interference or checking, hard to see the signal. And that play happened right at the blue line right there, and there was no arm up there for a while. So Rockets will start off the kill with Ulrich and Rizzo up front. They'll look to be potent with it if they get the opportunity. Will that duo? Matone off of a Saints skate, no icing. And Peterson's going to play it. Ulrich hustling. Ulrich with the steal. Ulrich's got Rizzo. If she could find her. Ulrich to Rizzo. Rizzo battling through 3 Saints. Ulrich will hustle toward the near side hash mark. She'll get it. Still battling. What a shift by Ulrich. Wilkin. Right up the middle. Schwenktag. Svetveg. Fires it wide. Werfel at the point, sends it down low. Centering feed goes all the way through to Marklin, and she just covers it up. 1:12 left on the PK. Kira Redmond in the box, so that puts the defense court a little short sometimes, and occasionally we'll see 1 or 2 of the forwards switch and grab a shift on D. It could be Connolly sometimes, it could be Cook, it could be Connolly. In this case, so far, Fox and Matone will stay there, and Bruno at the ready. Saints win the face-off. Cook was looking to pick off the pass between points. Miller wrist shot, sticked aside by Marklin. They'll play with it behind the end line, and it's picked off by Matone, but she's 1-on-2. Matone wins it, goes to the half boards. Miller sent it in, but Cook, again, a big game, forced Miller to make a bad pass. Nieves hustling up the boards on the left side. Cece still going, slams on the brakes, has Cookie trailing, sends it at the net. Peterson makes the save. Cook nearly picks it off. Wrist shot, one time by Nieves, and a right pad save. They're killing a penalty. 22 and 23. Providing offense. Ulrich and Rizzo providing offense before. Schwechtag just wide with the shot. Nieves is going to pick it up behind the end line. Gets a little trouble from Wilkin. Now Fox tries to get it out. Can't get it through, but sends it to Matone. They bat it back below the end line. Fox now has to watch Ryder pinch in from the point on the left side. So there are a couple of Saints down low, and nobody covered the point. So that leaves the Rockets to easily get it out and kill off the rest of the man disadvantage. Saints will bring it in now, even strength with 4:06 left. One-timer, Schwechtag, and that was Fox that got the stick on it before she could release it through. It goes all the way through. Redmond's up at forward. Redmond's going to try to break in, can't get it through. Werfel. Ulrich there stands her ground. She took one from Werfel, who got it in. Sent through neutral ice. Redmond gets a chance at forward here. She's going to play out this shift at forward. The speedy Altman gets to it first. Angling right there. You see that in the USA Hockey textbook, courtesy of Redmond. Minicello down low. Wrist shot knocked away by Werfel. It never got to the net. Ulrich there. Gets pushed on the head from behind. No call. Schoenbach going to release the wrist shot and let it fire right over the net into the dasher on the far side. It goes. Hansen trying to power it forward with the feet and use the body as a shield. She gets down low, and it's chipped out by Ulrich. Menicello's there, trying to force the play to the opposite side. Does that. Altman's in there. Ulrich picks it off. Ulrich has Menicello in the middle. She's going to send it to Hope. Hope tries to get it through traffic, can't do it. Hansen knocks it away from Schoenbach, but can't get it all the way through to Ulrich's stick. Ulrich keeps it in. What a shift by this line. Menicello bumps off her player. She's going to walk right to the net. Menicello shoots. She hit the crossbar! Schoenbach and Menicello battling for it there. Pinning along the boards. Hansen comes in. She forces the play up. Connolly with a sharp angle shot and a save by Peterson. Wristed up and out for the icing by the Saints, and that'll stop the clock with 2:07 left in period 2. Rockets with a 2-1 lead over the Saints. Schwechtag started it for the Saints early on. Izzy Cook with her first of the season on a nifty pickoff and snipe tied it. Grace Matone against her former team on a 5-on-3 put the Rockets ahead. That's where it stands. Under 2 minutes now. Rizzo tried to get it to the point. Luzon grabbed it. Rockets trying to keep the Saints from getting in. They can't do it. McNulty, she's looking for Wilkin, but a little too strong, and Cook picks it off. Izzy Cook centers it for Rizzo, but Wilkin got a stick on it and redirected the pass. Rizzo picks it off a Miller's stick. Rizzo will skate it around the net. Rizzo looking, gets a stick check over there, still with it. Rizzo still looking, goes to the point. Redmond's there. Redmond back was looking for Rizzo, but Wilkin stepped in and picked it off with the skate. Redmond's going to knock it off Wilkin's stick, and Matone's going to try to chase it down with 1:15 left. Redmond looking for Rizzo. Ryder gets it at the point and sends it down low. McNulty grabs it, centering feed, and it's going to be covered up by Markland as Nieves just left it there for it and shielded her netminder. 2-1 Rockets, 65 seconds left in period 2 from Sport-O-Rama in Monsey, New York. An old barn whose Days I believe to be numbered, but still a fun place to watch a game. Especially when it's not that far from your house. There's a shot that's redirected. It goes through traffic, but Markland got the left pad on it. Schvetweg down for Tuttle. Tuttle curls. A lot of traffic, and a rocket is going to be there. It's going to be Hansen. Hansen will force the play and make Altman walk the line and send it down low. Battled for in the corner. There's going to be a penalty on Bruno. She's going to get called for the trip right there. So Rockets, they got the benefit of the calls at the beginning, and boy, they have not gotten the benefit of the last 3 or 4 here. There's been a slew of them that could have been even at worst. Bruno in the box for the hook. Minichello up front killing it off with Ulrich, who took the face-off. Hansen's going to jump in for a shift at D, and Hansen's going to carry the puck. Actually sent in, was it offside or did it go out of play? It's going to be faced off just outside the zone. 25 seconds left in the period, 150 in the Saints power play. The Rockets had the first couple, including a 5-on-3. The Saints have had all the rest thereafter. Three or four in a row. Rockets trying to power it in. So Hansen and Fox, the defense pair for the penalty kill for the period, rest of the period here. Minichello and Ulrich sent in by Minichello. Tuttle will battle with Ulrich there. It's sent out. This might be an offensive icing, and it is with 2.5 seconds left. Now, sometimes what you'll do with 2.5 seconds left in an offensive zone draw is pull the goalie for an extra attacker because they're not going to score in a matter of 2.5 seconds left. The Rockets will play it safe. Ulrich maybe will just try to shovel it at the net, and it's won by Wilkin, and she'll just kill off the time. So the Rockets will head into period 3 with a 2-1 lead, but a disadvantage in manpower for the first 85 seconds of the period, and a fresh start to their penalty kill, which also gives a fresh start to the power play for the Ramapo Saints. No matter where you're joining us from, we're glad that you're doing it. Whether it's from Hawley, Haverstraw, Hackensack, Hilburn, Hohokus, Hardyville, Hamburg, or wherever. We're glad to have you with us. And we know most of you are tuning in on the Rocket side, but we have some good friends from the Saints as well, so we're happy to have you with us watching our daughters, granddaughters, great-granddaughters, nieces, sisters, friends, or, if it's on demand, ourselves. Where would you rather be on a Saturday night than a frigid rink in Monsey, New York? I don't know about you, but this is where I want to be. And if you like this, and this is your thing, hit the subscribe button and the alerts button, and every time we do one of these shindigs, you'll be part of it. You'll know. And every time we upload a fresh copy of the game, which we do typically after every game, if we can, you will also get an alert, and you could check that out. Move it back and forth as you like. Find your favorite play, find your favorite call. Rewatch some of the controversy. Maybe if you're one of the referees, you could see calls that you liked, something that you didn't like so much, and try to get better. But we appreciate your support in any and all cases. Markland now to the goal to our right. Peterson will defend the goal to the left. 85 seconds of power play time for the Saints. Ulrich and Connolly up front. Redmond and Matone on the back line to start it off. Liftoff, period 3. Rockets trying to hold on to the 2-1 lead. Ulrich's going to pick that one off, and she's going to hustle in shorthanded down the middle, gets it knocked away by Ryder. She's had a strong game, and she's a familiar face to me. We had a nice little chat and reunion before the game. Rachel Ryder, 44. She knocks it forward and out of the zone. Matone's going to pick it up, send it for Ulrich. She's got Connolly with her, 2-on-4. Ulrich will just rag it. Centers it for Connolly. Schvettrag was over there trying to tie up Haley. And the Rockets trying to get some offense while shorthanded. Matone steps in between the points, sends it down low. Ulrich nearly had the handle down low, and boy, she might have had Peterson beat. Just wouldn't sit on her stick quite long enough, and Ulrich hustles off, lets the play go, stops at the bench, and now this is going to be Nieves that jumps on. Cece's going to try to hustle and blow right past the defense. Can't get through Werfel. 12 seconds left on the penalty to Bruno. Menikillo's going to get through Werfel once, through her a second time, no, but Nieves, backhander, and it trickles out the net. Peterson stops it with the right pad, covers up, and unfortunately for the Rockets, one more second did not tick off the clock, else Aaron Bruno would be out of the box. But they have an offensive zone draw, so there's really not much to lose here. Bruno will jump out of the box and into the bench, and Hansen will jump on the ice, coming down like a house of fire if the Rockets can maintain possession. And Francesca gets to the far post and in front. Menikillo shoots! Scores! Home Menikillo scores! Francesca Hansen had the screen in front. She sprinted off the bench, got in the middle of the play, screened the goalie, tied up a defenseman. Hope found the opening, and she scores to make it 3-1 Rockets with 15:21 left in period 3. That is what you call teamwork. That offensive zone draw started with the Rockets shorthanded. Bruno jumped off the bench. Hansen hustled on, went right down through the middle, right to the front of the net, drew an extra player right there that gave Menikillo a few feet as Markland stops a bouncing puck and covers it up with a little help from Lauren Fox. Hansen got right in front, drew everybody's attention. It gave Menikillo the two most precious things in hockey, time and space. And like a surgeon, number 48 found the opening and put it in. 3-1 Rockets. They've killed off a bunch of shorthanded chances here, and they've managed to get the lead as a result. Nieves with Hansen and Menikillo. It goes down low. Werfel. Far side and up. It gets out long enough. Hansen picks it up, sends it in, but just on the blind side, didn't see Menikillo still in there. Rockets will change, and so will the Saints with 14:43 left in period 3. The Rockets spotted the Saints a 1-0 lead. They've come back with 3. Ulrich on the dot, Rizzo on the left wing, Cook on the right. Cook energized the Rockets tonight with a spectacular steal and shorthanded goal. Her first of the season, and it was a biggie. Rizzo picks it up off the trap by Fox. Rizzo's going to skate it into the middle. She's got Cook with her. Rizzo down through the slot, fakes a shot, regains, looking for Cookie in front, curls it around the net. She's going to go to the point for Bruno. Bruno's going to step in, send it down low, redirected by Ulrich, and a whistle. What is the call? The net is off its moorings. Rockets will have an offensive zone draw. But they'd rather have the sequence that was going on right there. There was no Rocket that knocked that net off. Ulrich on the draw. Luzon stepped in to grab it, sent it through the middle. 15's going to try to steer around Redmond, but Redmond takes an angle, recovers, gets help from Matone, who chips it forward to Rizzo, who's going to get it out. Riz finding open space, dumps it as she gets past Miller. forces Ryder to retreat. Cook's going to try to snuff her out the other side. Forces it. Let's see if she forces the turnover. She does. Ulrich to Cook. She's going to center it for Rizzo, but too strong. It goes to the point, but not in Matone's reach. So Grace hustles back, curls, was looking for somebody up the near side. Rizzo and Lazan battle for it. Cook jumps into space. Rizzo and Lazan. Lazan sends it in. Right down Broadway, Tuttle. Two Rockets converge. They both crash over Tuttle. McNulty trying the wraparound. There's a loose stick in the slot. It's Redmond's. She picks it up. Centering feed. They get it at Markland. Left pad save, and she covers. A lot of traffic down low. Oh! Tuttle with the late push. Well after the whistle. She's going. Screaming from the Saints bench. Tuttle with a push 3 seconds after the whistle right there. She's got to be going. Let's see. At least she's going back toward the bench area. Ulrich skating back there. Are they just changing? No penalties in the call. Usually not much tolerance by the refs for that low stuff. Especially, I mean, that was not at the whistle. I mean, that was well after a push over a prone player. Saints have too many out there. Somebody's got to stay. They shouldn't be able to make that change. They changed players. They get away with it. Get away with a couple right there. Rockets with the 2-1 lead, 3-1 lead. Because of the late change, they're going to kick Wilkin out of the face-off circle. Miller, her shot blocked by Menichello. Ryder's going to pick this one up. Her shot blocked by Redmond. They'll battle for it over toward the far corner. Ryder going after Redmond right there with the stick, and she's going to be going. So Ryder's going to go to the box. It's going to be either a rough, a slash, or both. And let's see if they even it up. But Redmond, I don't think was really doing much there, but she's going to go in the box as well. Tempers flaring now. This was gotten rough. He calls the cross-checking symbol, and I heard him say rough. Face-off should be out of the zone there. Ref gives Coach Tuttle a sort of final warning right there. Neither coach pleased with the way this one has gone. Now, I happen to have a good perch where I could hear it tonight. And both coaches being vociferous about their feelings about what's taking place. Nieves wins the face-off. Bruno's going to pick it up and skate it behind her own netminder, looking for room up front. They'll battle for it along the dasher, and Menichello's going to pick it up as Miller stepped past it. Hope one-on-one, centering feed for Hansen, just a little too far. Tootie centers it, and it goes behind the end line. Miller's going to pick it up, send it toward the point. Wilkin right up the middle. Schoenbach will try to skate it in. She sends it at Markland. She knocked it down. Rebound goes wide! Is it DiMatteo? I'm not sure of the name of 24, but boy, she had a wide open net as Menichello comes down. Shot, rebound, Peterson covers. Menichello got in. She got off the shot. Peterson got the first one, and she covered it before the second one could happen. 12-11 left in the game. Rockets on the road here in Monsey, New York at Sport-O-Rama, holding a 3-1 lead. They rebounded from a 1-0 deficit. Ulrich on the dot. Altman's going to pick it and try to run away with it. Sends it up. It goes to the point. Fox through traffic. It hit Werfel. And they play on. The ref was saying it hit Werfel not in the stick, but in the elbow, which would make it a legal puck to play. Battled for along the end line there. Rizzo looking to shovel it. She's got Connolly with her. Tuttle's going to pick this one up. Ulrich over there. Tuttle hips her off the play. They'll bring it out up the middle. It goes toward the point. 15 will carry it out. Luzon's up the middle. Fox and Matone are back. Sent through the bottom of the slot all the way to the near side. Picked off was Grace Ulrich taking the centering attempt. At the point, Rizzo grabs it, sends it for Ulrich, but it's going to go all the way to Connolly, who's going to chip it forward and get past Werfel, hustle in. Altman will get back and send it around. Rizzo's going to grab it and see if she can get it to Matone at the point or spin around and get it low. Walled off by Luzon, and Tuttle picks it up. Tuttle's going to skate it toward the middle and then go up the far side wing. Bounds it too hard of an angle off the board, sent right back up the middle by Matone, was looking for Hansen. Ulrich's going to grab it. Now Hansen, she's offside. They missed that one, and the Saints get the break after the Rockets get the break because that puck jumps out of play. So the Rockets were offside there. They missed that call, but in the sequence, the Rockets end up with an offensive zone draw, so they'll take it. You'll take any break you can get from the referees. Sometimes they go in your favor, sometimes they don't. Minichello powers it in front, one-timer score! Francesca Hansen makes it 4-1 with 10:35 left in the game. Nieves won the face-off, and Tootie takes the celebration and gives the acknowledgement to Mom and Dad and the fans on the sidelines just to our right and below. Nieves won the face-off. Minichello walked it in, centered it, and Hansen was on the opposite side, just pounded it home. Minichello with it down low. Centering feed, was looking for Hansen again. McNulty was trying to break out, but was cut off by Bruno. Rockets send it in. Miller is going to pick it up and try to skate it out. Minichello gets in the way. Bruno stepped in and forced Schwetweg to move it in a way she didn't want to. Eventually it gets chipped into the Rockets bench, and they'll face it off outside the zone. 10:05 left. Period 3, 4-1 Rockets. They've taken control, but it's not over. We've seen so many games between these teams, and it's not the exact group of players, but the cores are very similar. There's so many familiar names over the years, and there's plenty of potency out there for both sides. So clearly, whichever way this 4-1 would be, this game is far from over, but that's why they play him. Schoenbach will go over the line on the far side. Redmond steps in to take it away for her for a moment. Connolly swept in as well, but Schoenbach got it, sent it at the net, but too strong for Altman. Altman leaves it for Tuttle, but Cook jumps in there, gets the puck away, shields the player, and just uses the big body to kind of get the player out of the way. The most effective use of the body often is as a shield, and Izzy Cook did just that there. Ulrich lost her stick. There's an unsportsmanlike right there as the player batted it away from her, right with the ref looking. But you don't have to call every single stupid thing. Ulrich touched that one for no icing as the clock ticks to 8:45 left in period 3, and the Rockets holding a 4-1 lead. Not over yet, though, as the Saints hustle it up. Matone battling 1-on-2, will win that with a little help from Nieves, who sends it up to Minichello, 1-on-2, but it's going to turn into a 3-on-2. Hope's going to go toward the left circle, try to curl around, looking, still looking, goes to Hansen in front, one-timer, save Peterson, rebound, Nieves almost swept it in. Wrist shot from the bottom of the slot, Minichello save. Loose puck comes to the top of the slot and to the point on the left side. Bruno keeps it in. Nieves down low for Minichello. She's got a lot of room. She's going to walk right to the net. Gets around one, regains it. Backdoor Nieves, shot, score! CC Nieves with the backhander. And the Rockets have pushed it to 5-1 with 7:55 left in the game. Cecilia, you're breaking their hearts. The Rockets have taken control now. Rockets will change it up as Ulrich will jump out with Rizzo and Cook up front and Fox and Bruno on D. Rizzo chips it forward. She'll gain the line on the right side. Schwetweg pressured her. She sends it deep. Cook's going to pick this up. Cook curls. Wrist shot goes just wide of the net. Rizzo's going to try to chase it down on the far side wing. She's going to try to dipsy doodle through a couple of feet there. Gets a little help. Somebody sent it out. It was Ulrich, but a little bit too strong. McNulty to Schwetweg, and Shield will skate it in right down the middle. Gets through one, but sent a little bit too strong. Centers it, and it goes in. She sent it at the net for her second of the game. Markland stuck the skate out, and it hit off the bottom of the skate and found a mouse hole into the net. So it's 5-2. The Saints have erased the 4-goal deficit that they created, and they make it a game once again. Ulrich on the dot. They drop the puck quickly there. Altman's going to hustle in. Fox and Altman collide there. Altman with the baseball swing. Rebound, shot. Markland covers. And they're going to call Fox for the body check. Let's see. They don't call the retaliation swing by Altman. So the Saints will get a power play. And what looked to be the Rockets taking control. Now they're giving the Saints a pathway perhaps back into the game. Hansen and Nieves up front. Redmond and Matone on D. Wilkin won the faceoff but then lost possession. Matone's going to curl it around her own net. She's got a little room. She's going to skate it out. Now send it to Nieves. Cece's going to skate it up shorthanded. She's going to gain the line on the left side, go around the circle, hit the brakes, go to the point. Hansen's going to step in, try to keep it in, and it pops out of play. That puck should stay in the zone on the offensive side for the Rockets because it went off of a Saint stick. That's what will happen. Hansen's going to take it. Nieves in the slot. Matone on the left point, Redmond between the points. Hansen wins the faceoff, gets enough of a piece of it, but with the extra player out there, the Saints gain possession. McNulty, she'll try to gain the line on the far side, does, but not enough to keep possession. Saints on a power play with another 1:27 left to work in a 5-2 deficit. They will send it at the net, but just wide of any player they were looking for on the cross. They send it across the slot again. Redmond's going to hustle it down on the far side. Sends it up but not out. Wrist shot. Werfel can't get it through as Nieves blocked that one up. Matone is going to get there first. Schwetweg spins her around. She's got both for the Saints. McNulty's going to spin, send it at the net, but send it wide. Matone using the body. Gets enough of a piece of it, but Altman bunts it in at the point. Whistle and a stoppage, and it looked like it was onside, but are they going to call a penalty here? And they are going to call, looks like they're going to call the body check on Wilkin. So that will send the face-off down to the offensive zone for the Rockets. They'll play 4-on-4 for 49 seconds and then gain Lauren Fox's spot. Probably not Fox. She'll probably jump off or somebody, maybe Rizzo, when her penalty expires and they go 5-on-4. Wrist shot, Redmond. Menikillo tried the redirection. So Menikillo and Ulrich up front, 48 with 84. Redmond and Bruno on the back line. Ryder will try to center it. It goes all the way to Miller between the points. Ulrich is going to try to get the break. Just couldn't quite handle it fast enough. But she was looking to get off to the races. Redmond's going to take this, spin, turn, go all the way up for Ulrich, who sends it back across to Menikillo, who's going to gain the line. Hope's going to march right down. Wrist shot, glove save Peterson, and Natalia holds on to it. "12 seconds remaining in the 4-on-4. And and then 1:11 of power play time for the Rockets. Hanson and Rizzo up front. Redmond is going to cheat up to the half boards on the left with Bruno, and Hanson wins it right over to her. She's going to send it, Redmond, to the point where Bruno tries to corral it in, but can't quite do it there. Pushed off now, both defensemen over there. Bruno's going to bat it forward, can't get it quite in. Bruno's going to walk in with Rizzo. Bruno's going to gain the drop to Riz. Riz goes around one, looks to get it toward the end line, plays catch now with Redmond. Rockets on the power play now. Redmond will keep it in at the line. Bruno down the middle, sends it down low. Hanson turns, fires over the net. Comes to the near side point. Rizzo and Redmond are going to bat it back and forth, but Hanson will get it down low. Hanson looking, goes to Rizzo. Rizzo looking to the point. Redmond's got it. Redmond through traffic, kicked out by Peterson, who sends it to the near corner, and Rizzo grabs it, goes to Redmond. Redmond now to Bruno between the points, back to Redmond, looking. She'll go down low to Rizzo. Rizzo looking for somebody in the middle, but goes and plays catch with Redmond again. 18 on the power play, 4:15 left in the game. Rockets with a 3-goal lead. They'll kill off the power play in a sense because there's a shot and a kick save. Riz was looking for the rebound on the far side. The penalty is going to be over, so they're back to even strength as Bruno retreats to get it. Hanson will move it up and chip it in front of the Saints bench. She gets a lot of gruff over there, and Altman's going to pick it up and skate it through neutral ice. Cook pushes her out and hands her off to Matone. Altman tries to wrap around, but Fox is there to rebuff that. Comes to the near side. Cook tries to get it away from Luzon at the point, but Luzon gets it to Schoenbach, who sends it through the slot. Fox is going to pick that up. She got a little push there from Schvetreg to kind of give her a little bit of momentum. That one is going to find its way over the end line for an icing. It had just enough juice. So the Rockets with a 5-2 lead. They couldn't convert on 1:11 of power play time there, but they killed off the first 49 seconds of a penalty before drawing an infraction. And now they have 3:23 left to keep 3 out of the net and walk out with a W. Which after a fast start and a little bit of a slide would be a nice change heading into Sunday's game with the Philadelphia Bells. The second of the season between the Rockets and the Bells. The first went to the Rockets 4-0. Minikella over to Ulrich. She's going to get it in the corner. Ulrich centering feed for Cook, was trying to one-time it, but it never got all the way through. I'll keep my eye on Peterson for you to see if the Saints attempt to pull her. Typically with a 3-goal deficit, you probably won't make that move in U19 AA girls hockey, except if it's an elimination game. Altman falls. Ulrich chips it by her. Ulrich can't get through Werfel, though. Menicello gets the puck from the point, sent it to the middle, but Altman bunts it down. Puck rolling on its end. It's not going to go for an icing. It's like somebody was controlling it in a video game and said, I can just make the puck stop there. Picked off by DeToya. Backhand shot, right pad save by Markland. Tuttle tries to center it, but all she finds is Bruno. Don't worry, Miss Tuttle. A lot of forwards have found that fate when they play the Rockets. Connolly will bust it up the right side. Haley will get off a shot, but Ryder knocked it down with the skates. Menicello will pick it up. She'll try to go around the phone booth, spin, center it in front. Ulrich jamming at it. Connolly backhand. Ryder got a piece. 100 seconds left, period 3. Rockets now in control, 5-2. Barring an absolute miracle or meltdown, depending on your perspective, the Rockets are going to walk out of Monsey with a W. That one's sent in. It's actually onside. DeToya didn't realize it. Menicello's going to get a late break here. Hope comes in. Backhand to forehand. Peterson with the save and covers up. Menicello had a defender draped upon her. So for the final 1:15, Redmond and Bruno on D, Nieves on the dot, Rizzo on the left wing boards, and Connolly in the slot. Cece wins it to Bruno. Wrist shot through traffic, but not through all of it as Werfel kicked it around. Nieves tries to keep it where it is. It goes to the point. They'll hustle out. The nameless 50. And I wish I had her name. Nieves chips it off the board, perhaps to herself, and will get it in, but not in possession. Altman picked it up. Altman, one of the C's on the Saints. Rizzo will skate it in over the line on the right side, send it down low. They're still playing this game like it's not over. It's loose in front, and they blow the whistle before it's covered. A lot of vociferousness from the coaches on both sides today, right till the end. So this will probably be the final sequence here. Ulrich up front with Cook, who gets it in the slot, and Hansen. Matone, big game for her. She's gonna remember this one for a while, scoring against her old mates to give the Rockets the lead for good. Under 25 seconds now. Schlechtweg has both for the Saints. And she moves it into open ice. There's no call there. Everybody on the bench is screaming, but the players were nowhere near one another. They just both fell. And that will do it. Final score, Rockets 5, Saints 2. We don't get the shots, but it was a good night to be a Rocket. They come to Sport-O-Rama at Monsey, New York, and get the W. Down 1-0, they roar back to push it to 5-1, give one back late, but the final then 5-2. Markland and Peterson, the first to lead the handshake lines in the middle. The two respective goalies get the deserved kudos from their teammates. And the Rockets will head into... Oh, and there's a fight in the middle of the ice there. Oh, no, that's a play. It's play fight. It's play fight. It's Matone. It's Matone and Miller and DeToya. Geez, you never can tell. And there's a lot of handshakes going on there. Rizzo and Hansen shaking hands with Ryder, their old teammate. Ryder, in fact, assisted on Rizzo's first career Rocket goal. Old friends, good friends. Good competition tonight. Rockets, the victors this time. The final ends up being 5-2. If you like what you see, we encourage you to check out the YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button and the alerts button. And every time we go on and do one of these live streams, you will get notified. As Matone, you could just see what kind of kid Grace Matone is. Her old teammates really, really love her, and it's been a pleasure to get to know Grace and the family this year in her first stint with the Rockets. That is going to do it from Sport-O-Rama in Monsey, New York. Rockets win it 5-2. As always, we appreciate your support. We'll be back Sunday, 6 Eastern or thereabouts, because the games never seem to start on time, when the Rockets take on the Philadelphia Bells and another old friend. That'll do it for this evening on a Saturday night. This is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching. New Jersey Rockets.